No one wants to get fired. Trust me, no one wants to get fired. And while we're on that topic, if you do get fired, what do you do with your old business cards? Personally, I like the shredder, but that's me. But on the line with us right now is Tom Van Daele, who has a very interesting business and a website. It's called Cardsofchange.com. For those who've been laid off, they can still put their old business cards to good use. I know what that's like. I know that real recently. Tom, how did this business venture come to be? Was it something you learned from personal experience? Were you in the same boat yourself?
No, but we had a lot of people. Actually, the way that the idea came to mind was when we were working on a client of a new company that I founded. Then the company wanted to do a promotion during the recession because their sales were down, and they wanted to, on their end, they wanted them to do more sales, and they wanted to do the promotion inspired on the recession. Now, we said it's nice to give people in a recession, let's say 30% off or 40% off, whatever, but they still know that you're going to sell them stuff that they don't need now. So when you communicate the promotion, you might want to do something extra where you show to those people that you actually care about them and that you actually want to do something to help them rather than to just sell them something. Now, at one point we thought about what that could be, and if there's one thing that people during this recession need when they got laid off is new opportunities, new connections, and a bit of hope. And first the idea was just that people could upload their own old business card with their new contact information, and that was it. Now the client said, how are we going to be how are we going to be better than a careerbuilder.com or something, or another website where you can get a job? And we were not. We could never compete with something like that. So we thought about how can we make it different, and by already using your card as the medium to write your new contact information, somebody said, well, if they need, besides connections, if they also need hope, why don't we have them write on their business card one positive change that happened in their lives as a result of being laid off? And everybody looked at each other and was like, oh my God, that's a brilliant idea. Because there's nothing like that where people spread some positive news when they were laid off. Normally, being laid off is like always bad, but if you read these messages on Cards of Change, you would we actually had people contacting us like, I was hoping I would be laid off so I at least could post a positive message on the website. So that's more or less how it came about. And the reactions have been great. The results of the people posting stuff have been great, and especially the reactions of people that just saw a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel because of this initiative. It has been very, very, very nice.
How long has the site been in operation?
Site has been in operation since the beginning of June, and what you see is that there's a lot of traffic of people watching. There's not a lot of people actually uploading. But that said, to upload, you need a lot of steps happening. You need to be one of the people that, of course, you got to be laid off. Second, you still have to have your old business cards. And a lot of people that get laid off, first thing they do is throw away their old business cards because they're frustrated or something like that. So you need to find an old business card. Then you need to figure out what you're going to write on it, actually do it, then you need to take a picture, and then you need to upload it. So there's a lot of steps. So that said, the people that do upload their website on their card on the website really go to great lengths of making it a creative submission, making it something that stands out, and they totally provide the silver lining of the website. So you actually, it's not about quantity, it's about quality, and there's a lot of quality people on the website.
Besides the good feelings that people get in doing this and reading this, have you had situations or heard stories where people have actually receive job offers because of what they've written on the back of their old business cards on your website?
Well, I mean, the best example is that by seeing some people uploading their card on the website with the company that I have, actually offered 2 or 3 people a freelance gig at my company. So yes, the answer is yes. There are people that uploaded their card and got jobs.
What are some of the things that have been written on the cards? I noticed that one of them, one guy stapled a bunch of old cards together to make a massive business card that reads, "Started my own damn agency."
Yeah, I mean, it's brilliant. There's so many creative examples. One that comes to mind now is a guy who got laid off, folded his card in an origami style way into a paper airplane, and the message written on it was, "I'm flying away."
Hmm.
The second one is, for example, the brutally honest ones of a girl that says, "No more cubicle hell." Then you've got another person, which I thought was very funny, who says that she's now a professional surf bum. I thought that was kind of funny. Then the very emotional ones, that woman lost her job, but she now is planning her daughter's wedding, for example. Somebody who has spent her last paycheck on traveling. I mean, there's a lot of uplifting messages, and if you're one of those people who has been laid off, it's definitely worth paying a visit.
Now, have you heard from any potential, or not potential, any former employers out there? First of all, can people on the website see the card and see where the person worked, or is that information not available?
Yeah. So the initial idea was, before we added the part of write your uplifting message on your card, the initial idea was write your new contact information on your old business card. That was it. So you would see where that person worked, what his function was. The only thing is you would have his new contact information. So if you, for example, you're an IT specialist at IBM, I'm just saying an example, then you would see already, hey, this guy worked at IBM. That's a good company. He was an IT specialist. Okay, I'm in search for somebody like that. He lives in that area. That's all on your old business card. The only thing you need is your new contact information. So that was the initial idea, and then we added the uplifting message part. Now, to answer the other part of your question, no, we have not yet been contacted by any company that says, hey, we like it, or hey, we really don't like it because you're actually showing that we've laid off X amount of people. No, we have not gotten any reactions like that, only by the people that got laid off or people that just are still in a job but are looking at the website, and those reactions have really been very, very good.
Well, it's a most interesting site indeed. The website is cardsofchange.com. That's www.cardsofchange.com. Any words of advice before I let you go for people out there who may be thinking of uploading onto your site?
Yes. Just like when you go for a job interview, make sure you stand out. Do your best and do something different. Think about it. Prepare it, and produce whatever you're going to produce and upload on the website. Produce it in the most brilliant way possible, and you will stand out, and you will have people clicking on your card and sending you an email. And keep your hopes up. This recession is only about reinventing yourself, and good things will happen.
Tom, thank you very much for being on the program with us.
Thank you for giving me this time.
Tom Van Daele from the website cardsofchange.com.